Pools fans, today we're going to be talking about how to choose a Hayward pool pump for your swimming pool. So currently on the website we have about 8 different models of Hayward pumps on the website. So a lot of times customers just call and ask us, which one do I need? So really I think the easiest way to get started is, do you have an in-ground pool or an above-ground pool? It's just a pretty basic question. So if you have an in-ground pool, and then narrows it down to 5 different models out there. Within the in-ground pools, you have high flow pumps and then high head pumps. And the difference between those two style of pumps are, they use the analogy of a garden hose. If you put your thumb halfway over the hose, you're going to get more head pressure. So that would be an example of a high head pump. Really good for spa jets, any type of water feature, waterfalls, deck jets, in-floor cleaning, or really long runs of pipe. If you have, I'd say over 60 feet of pipe from the the skimmer or main drain back to the pump, probably a good choice for a high head pump. So a high flow pump would be then if you took your thumb off of the garden hose, you're going to get more volume of water, less head pressure. Really good for applications where it's just your standard pool where you don't have any water features. It's just you just have the pool. Just kind of your run-of-the-mill pool. Probably better application for a high flow pump. So once you get down to which one you need, we have the max flow, which is going to be a high flow pump. We have the super pump, which is probably the most popular pump out on the market. It's just been in the industry for years. Just a really good workhorse pump. That's going to be more of your medium head pump. And then going to the Super 2 pump, you're getting to the high head pump. TriStar is going to be a high head pump as well. And the reason why you go with that over the Super 2, just a larger basket. You're going to get higher gallons per minute on the pump. So a really good pump for really big pools, a lot of elaborate water features, that type of thing. TriStar probably the best. Then going on to EcoStar, that's going to be kind of built on the same technology as the TriStar, but it has a variable speed motor on it. So it just allows you to dial it in exactly to the horsepower you want, where the others are just one single horsepower. This can give you huge energy savings, save up to 70–80% on the variable speed pumps. Going to the above ground pools, 3 models to choose from. The main thing on the above ground pool pump is that it's a gravity fed pump. You have your above ground pool here, you have the pump down here. These pumps, the water is going to come down to the pump. Where the in-ground pumps are self-priming pumps. They're going to be above the water level, so they have to be able to pull the water up, where these pumps are not self-priming. At least the first 2 aren't. PowerFlow LX, just your basic above ground pump, no real bells and whistles on it. Here you don't really need to worry about the high head or the high flow. Going to the PowerFlow Matrix, about the same GPMs, maybe a little bit more than the LX, but just a really large basket. They have a lot of nice built-in features there where the lid's easier to get off. The ports are, you can rotate either for horizontal or vertical or horizontal, just making plumbing a little bit easier. Then the PowerFlow 2, this one actually can be used on an in-ground, like a very small in-ground pool, above ground pool, or like a pond. It is self-priming, but if you are going to use it on an in-ground pool, I'd say just real small in-ground pools. Lastly, considerations here. One tip I'd like to give, if you already have a pump that you're happy with and it falls underneath one of these models, I would consider staying with that pump. From a plumbing standpoint, it's going to be a lot easier. And just if you've had success with it, I would recommend staying with it. Then the last thing here is the pipe size. If you have 2-inch pipe, you want to make sure the pump that you have has 2-inch ports. Or if you're going with one of these really large TriStar pumps, you want to make sure you have a large enough pipe size to accommodate the flow of water. So if you have any questions on choosing the proper model, definitely give us a call here toll free. We have many customer service representatives that can help you out. It's 1-877-372-6038, or you always can visit us at www.inyopoolspools.com.